all day, that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing, see, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch. Overseas, getting Benz, no Mercedes in this bitch. We made the album 9 months, had a baby in this bitch. I'm with your bae, on the run, like I'm Jay-Z in this bitch. I don't smoke a lot, but I get green. But ball out, no SBs, I caught you out, you got serving that beat stop, no step team.
What up to us gang? What up to us squad? It's your girl Money 2 times up in here, and we're back with another podcast episode. So before we get to the top of this episode, I want you guys to make sure you like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell for future notifications to this channel. Now let's get to it. It's been a while. But before y'all come at me, I just want to let you know your girl graduated college. Your girl graduated from the Blues Clues University, or the Blues, according to my best friend who is here in this episode, but we'll introduce him shortly. You probably heard him before, but again, we'll introduce him shortly. We got some new changes coming on from this channel. For starters, the logo that you see on the screen for the midnight hour is gonna get changed. It's gonna get revised. So you'll see a better, improved logo designed by my best friend Share the Artist, or Share, or T-Share. It depends on what he goes by. Shout out to them. Also, man, it's been a while, but now since I am done college, I am free. So let's take the time out to use this comeback episode to talk about experiences at college, but that will be for the that will be mainly focused on my up and coming podcast that I'm doing with a friend called Surviving PWI. Please check it out and feel free to submit your stories about your experiences at a predominantly white institute in the link right below the description. We would love to hear your story. Alrighty, so you guys know the title of this podcast is called Surviving Toxic Popularity and How to Laugh Your Way Out Through Bad Leaders and Their Blind Supporters. So you're probably wondering, what is toxic popularity? It's when you're like a well-known individual, but mainly for the bad reasons, and you use that to gain a toxic support base. And you got people that will support you despite knowing that you are very much toxic and very much fake. So I brought my best friend Teon here, or Share the Artist. He will also touch upon this interesting topic, whether it's from personal stories from both of us, or just in general for that we witness. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary individuals, this is the midnight hour with Money 2 times and Share the Artist, also known as Teon. What's up, bro?
What up, bro? It's y'all favorite person right here, Share Teiano.
Okay, you're gonna have to try that shit again because your connection is bad.
Oh, my bad, bro. But yeah, what up, everyone? It's your boy Teon, aka Share Teiano, back here again.
Yeah. So Teon, how are you feeling? Since you last participated in the midnight hour episode? I think like the last episode that we did was the Philly special, anything, and we just basically talk about anything because it's a Philly thing.
Yeah, it's a Philly thing. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Just here, alive. Glad to see another day.
That's very good. That's very good. All praise to the high. So you're probably wondering, and you probably have so much to say from hearing this title, toxic popularity. Like, what is toxic popularity to you?
Oh man, I would say toxic popularity is basically just like person in the group who is popular, but just there, but also just having toxic traits that led them to being popular and just spreading it throughout everybody. Kind of like a Regina George from Mean Girls.
Yeah, definitely. We had some Regina Georges in our lives, you know. Like, for example, me and Teon, we went to a Philadelphia middle school, and like during like the urban areas of Philadelphia, and we done seen so many examples of toxic popularity. Like, we done seen, bullies who, befriend another person who want to be nice. Next thing you know, they become bullies as well. That's right there is called toxic popularity. Like, these motherfuckers was recruiting people just to bully one or two people or a group of people because they feel as if that, if they have more numbers, the odds of making their victim terrified will be greater. Like remember we saw that back in our middle school?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we had like a lot, it's not a lot, but like a select few of people who will literally bully you to an extent. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. This one kid, he had a multicolored bag, and he made fun of my vitiligo. Mind you, to anybody who doesn't know what vitiligo is, that's basically where you lose, where we have like a skin condition to where you lose the pigmentation of your skin. So, like, your normal skin color will have, like, white spots anywhere on your body. So then, he told me that I looked like his multicolored bag.
Oh, yeah, I remember that day. It was very fucked up that he said that.
Yeah.
I mean, tell him what you did next.
But I got my comeuppance, so I literally had to kick his ass like Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, you kick his ass so far, he jumped a little bit and grabbed his cheeks.
But nah, I kicked him right in this fucking shin. Like, I literally gave him like one of those UFC shin kicks.
Bro, I definitely remember seeing an ass kick.
Everybody saying it was an ass kick. Me, it was literally like a shin kick. But I mean, hey, look. Overall, the motherfucker got kicked. So you make fun of my vitiligo, you make fun of my vitiligo, then that's your ass.
I mean, his karma got back to him when he was messing with another student, and didn't that student like choke him the fuck out or some shit?
Yes, he got choked the fuck out throughout the whole entire room. He tried to break him off, but he still kept choking him. But then that's when the teacher had to try to like break it up and then separate the bull that choked the bull into the closet.
Yeah. See, the crazy part is that, like, going back to the topic, which is like toxic popularity, is that, that same bull who got choked the fuck out by one of his victims, he had the bully had recruited a lot of toxic followers. This is why I said that when you are a toxic person and you become a leader and you leading these people to blindness, they gonna realize that you're full of shit and they won't defend you. And that's exactly what happened to that kid, is that he got choked the fuck out by his victim and his friends were nowhere near her. They just watched him get choked the fuck out. Probably was laughing about it.
Yep, they were.
They were dead ass laughing about it. That's very fucked up. Nah, continue the story, bro.
They were laughing, and they ain't trying to jump in or nothing. Because you know how, like, when one person fights, the bully's friends try to come in and help out the bully by jumping the one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen. They just watched it happen because they know not to fuck with him because they seen it from experience. So now it's like, it's like this. Throughout my years of being in that school, I've never seen bull until I came back there. So mind you, it was like, we all know not to fuck with him.
Yeah, the kid had special needs or was like on the spectrum.
Yeah. And that's why we don't fuck with them, because you might never know. They could literally kill you, or
they can kick ass because they don't know their own strength. Here's the thing, just because someone's on the spectrum doesn't mean that they don't know how to defend themselves or they don't know right from wrong or anything. Like they be trying to like press these people to make it seem like that they're not, you know, highly intelligent, when you got some people on the spectrum that are like, I graduated with people who were on the spectrum at my college, and they're very fucking intelligent. Like, you know, I've seen them in the honors and all. Like, don't be underestimating these people, bro. Like,
yeah, don't.
That's another thing about toxic popularity, is that, again, the toxic person that says one thing, they're gonna have a lot of followers believing that it's true when it's not. Ask Andrew Tate.
Yep, but that's the one thing I don't like, is the simple fact that the bullies will think they know you when in all honesty they don't. Because you don't know about it. So it's like, you don't know what the person's going through, you don't know their background, you don't know what's going on in their life. You could literally assume that they do this or they are that, but at the same time, you don't know that. How could you know that? I mean, I could see if you used to be their friend and then became a bully to them, I understand that. But at the same time, though, it's like, if you don't know that person and you're bullying that person, you simply can't assume that that person does this or that, or literally is this, that, and a third.
It is kind of fucked up, you know, hearing stories about people who were friends with the victim and then they became the victim's bullies. It's just really weird. I done seen it happen before.
Yep, I think that happened to me. No, it didn't happen to me. I thought it did, but it didn't.
I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Technically, it did, because the one friend that I was friends with was friends with the bull that said I looked like his multicolored bag with.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the kids at that school was weird.
Yeah.
Like they were fucking weird. Like, speaking of fucking weird, you know, I encounter a lot of kids at the blues school. But unfortunately, these kids were not the best leaders, and I'll tell you why. So there's this one club, and you know the story, bro. Like, yeah. I was a part of this club that, you know, was very well known for leading a protest on campus, and I was one of the leaders that led the protest. And, you know, years later, I became the president of the club, and, you know, despite having to spend a lot of our funds, we still wound up having a good time, having a good turnout. Everybody was very, you know, everybody knew who the club was, and etc. Like, I was very good with marketing, like, you know, using promos, promoting on people's stories, and mainly through like most of the flyers and designs for the organization. I designed for them because I was studying to be a graphic designer. And why pay somebody else to do it when you can do it yourself? And I didn't charge them. So it was all good. Then we encountered some toxic people. Fortunately, well, also unfortunately at the same time. One graduated with their degree. And although me and this person, we had, like, you know, talked it out and swept things underneath the rug. However, and I'll just, you know, make it statement out there. My dude, my brother in Christ, you know, and I know this man is really toxic.
Yeah.
Like, really, 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 really toxic. I mean, like, it's no, I'm sorry, I can't even fucking say it. I was gonna say, it's no disrespect, no shade to him. But I know deep down he's a good human. I know deep down that this individual has some good in his heart. However, I'm gonna be real and say this. There's a lot of people that don't fucking like you. And I hear it for days. I hear it for days. Like, me and you, listen, we know what we said to each other. We know we agree. And if you have anything negative to say to me, then hey, I'm not gonna change what I said to you one-on-one. Like, this shit ain't for the clout or none. Like, you're a good person, but you got a lot of hate on you, and it's bad. And I have observed you personally, and you need to like do a little 360 on yourself, because that weird energy that you carry throughout that campus, I don't know why did you do it, but it can only get you as far as you could. And you know you are a horrible leader, a bad leader, if you got multiple people talking about how shit your leadership is, when people barely hear about your club, and people being happy about you not winning one of the biggest main awards that's very well known and very prestige. Like, that's how bad that you are hated. And honestly, like, I can't even laugh at it. I feel legit bad for you. That's how bad it is. So if you are listening to this podcast, or if you got anybody listening to this podcast and you're only recording like some parts and just send it to you, first of all, fuck you for being a dick eater and trying to start some shit when I'm clearly saying that yes, this guy is not a perfect person, but deep down I believe he is. I'm gonna call the fact that yes, my dude, you were very toxic, and unfortunately, I will just be real and admit this. You were one of the reasons why I stepped down from the board. You and that other person. And I'm not going to say much about the other person, because, like, me and them, all I say to them is good luck. And I know that you be doing some shit with some, let's say you've been using spirituality in the wrong purposes, and you know, you being a leader and you doing that for bad purposes. One, you're giving spirituality a bad name. Two, you're literally proving a lot of people their point with why they think spirituality is basically black magic and all that, when in all reality it's not, coming from someone who practices it. That too. And yeah, you just gotta stop. Like, you're also very toxic too, but plays this very nice person, and it's not dope at all. It's really not that cool. And look, me and you, we already had our squabbles, we already had our differences, so I don't even care if word gets back to me and you're saying something negative. Let's just say this: we all know what happened. We both know what happened that night in that building in front of everybody. So yeah. I'm not being shady to say this. I'll just say this: the energy that was that night will continue to live on. So I'm gonna call you out by saying that you were a very bad leader, and you know what you did. It's to the point that I can't even mention this on here because of how bad it was. And this situation, like, this poor leadership skills, like, with this entire organization was so bad to the point that, you know, they were trying to withhold my stove from me, or trying to have me like perform these unnecessary tasks, when in all reality, in the Constitution, it states that you really old e-board members and current e-board members don't really need to do that. But hey, it was changed to make everything go down sour for me. And you know, bro, when I say that this shit was fucked up, it was fucked up. Like, I wound up reporting them, and you know, one of them, in the words of fuck, what's that boy name? M'Baku from Wakanda Forever. This bald-headed demon has sat back here and harassed and followed me while I was on the phone with my significant other, and I had to hang up from that person. And you know, for my protection, I videotaped the entire incident, and I shared it with the proper higher ups. And the reason why they did it, I think, in my opinion, I think the reason why they followed me and harassed me was because I reported them. If this is one thing you should never do as a leader: if you got a case or a very controversial situation that you're going through, don't try to intimidate the victim. Don't try to make yourself look bad by either replying onto it or all that. Like, I done seen these people react to the situation in a very bad way. Like, I had posted, the original e-board because one, yes, I didn't like your skill. I didn't like your leadership. I did not like what the current organization was turning into, and I was like saying OG, and plus y'all were being very disrespectful towards me. I done got it racially profiled. I done got harassed and all that. And
because didn't they also make fun of your Kofi too?
Yeah, dead ass, they did. They definitely did, and it was just really bad. Like, I'll just be real enough to say that only 3 of them motherfuckers had apologized to me. Everybody else can kick rocks. And there was like a couple of them that knew about the situation, but didn't really have an issue with me, and we're still neutral, and we're still like neutral and cool. And shout out to them because they really don't have any bad blood against me. They felt this as if this whole situation was fucking stupid. And like I said, I'm sorry. Despite everything that happened, I appreciate the fact that you didn't treat me any different. And if you listen to this and you know who you are, shout out to you. It just really got bad. But after the night I was followed. When I was followed by this individual, my mom, my parent gonna sit back here and said that they look like Mushmouth from Fat Albert because of the way they spoke and the outfit that they wear. When my mom said this, I'm like, bro, Mom, why the fuck would you say this? I was dying. No, because Mushmouth here sat back here, and every single time when they see me, they always laugh at me. They always laugh at me as if me physically existing was a joke to them. And I was like saying this, and here's my taste on it. I walked.
Yes, you was a bigger person and you walked away.
Walked away and graduated and had a great ass time. Like, I'm about to go and have a successful life. Like, and the fact that you were over here doing this shit, it really, really, really just shows what type of person you are. Like, and you wanna know what's crazy? This is the same individual, right? When I first admitted about my religion, they dabbed their fingers in holy water because the university provided that shit, and they had drew a cross on my forehead and stated, "In Jesus' name we pray, amen." Basically trying to say that I'm evil for practicing spirituality, and I literally, like, I was offended, I'm not gonna lie, but I was just looking at it, I'm just like, this happens every time. Like, nobody really understands what spirituality is. Like, motherfuckers think it's black magic or voodoo or anything. All reality, it's not. That's extremist. Like, there's different types there's like a lot of parts of spirituality that you don't know. Like, that religion was used by our ancestors before they forced them to convert to Christianity, but that's a conversation for another podcast episode.
Yep.
But moral of the story about this entire situation with the first club was that it be your own people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it really do be on your own people. A wise person, a wise individual that I know has said this: black people don't really stick together, and it's very sad. It's like, we're very competitive, and a lot of people know that they're competitive, but how competitive will you go to the point of, let's say, having to sit down and talking about how bad a good leader's leadership skill is behind their back because you don't fucking like them?
Yeah, like, what are the extra lengths that you will take to actually do all that?
Fucking up somebody's mental health.
Oh yes, exactly. That right there, that is literally more than just toxic. That is demonic as fuck.
Yeah, and then when I say, like, when the others be joining in, that's the blind support. It's just like, bro, do you know that this person is leading you to your potential doom?
Yes.
Or they could make shit worse for you. Like, you entertain this person's drama for for weeks and weeks, but it's like you want to say something about it, but you feel like since they're like the toxic leader, they can make your life a living hell too if you're turning back on them. That's honestly the sad part about it. And not only that, like that whole org, they had like a beef bonding because they don't like me. When I mean by the whole org, I mean my specific people that were involved in this situation. It got bad, and there are some things I can't talk about because of privacy reasons. Because of privacy reasons, but there are most things I can talk about, and I'm talking to them right now. And all I can say is this: to those who did not apologize, and they were involved in the situation, go to hell. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Go straight. Go. Actually, no. Besides, except for the ones that apologized to me, if you are part of this organization that I'm referring to, and you have inflicted harm and emotional damage towards me, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you for hating on me so hard that you were willing to trash my reputation, block me, and try to make me look like I'm this bad guy. Shame on you. If this helps you sleep at night to make it seem like you're the best person in the whole wide world and I'm not shit, then you need some help. Like I have a therapist, and I thought I was fucking crazy. These blue school kids are on some fucking drugs. Like, speaking of drugs, these motherfuckers were doing coke.
Oh.
Yeah, I seen somebody get kicked off of campus for coke.
I was about to say, don't tell me they was doing shrooms.
They do shrooms too.
Oh my god, what the see? There's the reason why I only smoke weed. Because all that other because it's the thing. Weed, that shit is grown from the earth. That is Mother Nature's sod. That's Mother Nature's soil. That's Mother Nature's flower. And Mother Nature's flower. Period. So whereas you're literally consuming man-made shit like cocaine, meth, bath salts, LSD, all that other shit, to the point where you're fucking up your body, even though marijuana doesn't. It can make you cough, but it can't kill you.
That's true.
So, for everybody, so anybody who takes recreational drugs or any drugs that are literally made to kill you, look, get the help you need, go to rehab, get clean, and have a nice life.
Facts. Like, honestly, throughout your when I first told you this story, what was your reaction when you first heard about it? Like, is this a bad example of leadership?
That most definitely is a bad sign of leadership. Also, it's like, if you know that everybody doesn't like you, why are you still leading the shit? Is the question.
No, it's like not the board. Like, the board, they were his friends. Obviously, that they obviously like him.
Even better, that's still toxic. Having your friends be a part of the board and shit. Because if you do something fucked up, they'll defend you for that shit.
Now, let me tell you something. Like, the moment two people left the board, he replaced them with two of his friends. Yeah.
Good to me, that's fucked up. Because it's the simple fact. Instead of having people outside your friend group be a part of the board, you chose your friends.
Yeah, because, like, here's the thing. Like, when I first joined, I barely knew some of the folks that was on the board, and then I got to know them, and they want to become my friends. But we know how to balance, friendship and business, and that's how we managed to keep a healthy organization. Like, yeah, we were all over the place, and everybody's not perfect. However, we still managed to communicate very well and still keep shit going. Well, for the board that came after when I left, it was really bad. Like, somebody had heard about the old board spending a lot of money on hoodies for the community, but somehow they twisted and make it seem like that I took the money and went rogue with it. I'm like, bro, I have the messages and proof that it was used wisely, and it was just that bad. Like, they were just trying to find any reason to try to make my reputation look bad and have me leave the board. It was just really that fucked up. And I'm gonna have to table this part of the conversation, because again, I really can't mention most of it on here. It's just that it's that bad.
That's another thing I don't like, where one party flips the other party's fucking shit. Like, for example, say if you did something, well, let's say you did something out of pocket, and the other one is trying to I'll say continuing on this shit, they'll think, and they'll literally flip the script, so they'll make them think that you're continuing on doing the out of pocket shit when the other person, when you on wholeheartedly stop because you know it's wrong.
Yeah, it'll be sometimes where, and I'll admit it, I'm guilty of doing this. There are some times, I throw subs here and there, but what they did ain't got shit on the subs that I did. There was times when I thought about, literally just bro, what if I just fucked this person up right in there? But I cared about my reputation and my education and my career, because it was my senior year. I was almost done. They made Black History Month the worst month for me.
Oh my god!
And that's crazy. And it's sad for me to say that. I had a very somewhat shitty Black History Month, and in the day, I had a bad argument with them. It was on Valentine's Day, so I had to go to. So I wanted to take my significant other out for Valentine's Day, knowing the fact that I had just got a very, very, very shitty argument with a couple of people that I thought, was good with me. I wound up calling them a fucking coon. It was sad. And the saddest part is one of my so-called friends from this other group that I was a part of. I'm not going to mention the name, but I will refer to them as Step Team, because I was a part of that group. And one of them was one of the group members was a friend of mine, and she also did my hair. So I'm gonna call out and just I'm not gonna call her out, but I'm just gonna say that at that time she was there for me and I was there for her. However, step-wise, we were there for each other. We basically carried Step by doing a lot of shit. And although me and her are not cool right now, but she doesn't admit it because she's friends with the people that, crazy, ironically enough, we both talk shit about. Mind you, we talked about the captain, we talked about the co-captain, and we talked about the secretary. Me and the secretary, you will hear about the secretary in a minute. We had talked about how bad the leadership was, such as, the captain just barely doesn't know how to lead shit right, and I'm just going to be disappointed to say this. I had the opportunity to restart the team, but, me come back as captain or co-captain, I kind of wish I did, because this version of the Step Team was very bad. It was not as better as the original version, because we were more in unison. It was order and all that. The captain and everybody else, they always have things last minute. They don't be letting the choreographer run the practice, do the job, because I was choreographing, and there was times where they be trying to take over, or they be changing shit last fucking minute. So it was so disorganized. Yeah, cause like I remember I had said to that bro, I'm like, bro, if you need, I said, when I be sending the videos of the routine, I'm like, bro, please speak now before practice. Like, if there's any changes, let me know. I don't mean let me know while I'm about to show the team the entire routine and you trying to change it. Like, no, it's more like you learned this shit and you keep going. It wasn't even not like that. They didn't even want to do fucking competitions. Like, competitions out here is what helps, get the name out there. And another bad example of leadership was, with my issue with the other organization that I used to be the president of. They had kicked the step team out of this event. Like, I think they had like a fashion show or some shit out of spite because I was a part of it. And the captain, right? The captain of the step team tried to blame me for that shit, saying that, oh, if it wasn't for me with the situation, we would have been a part of it, and even so, you probably would have not performed. So I'm like, okay. So it really shows you have no loyalty to, your team members. You know damn well what these people had done to me. You know everything that's been going on, and the fact that you will still, perform and kick the person in question out because the president was unhappy, it just really shows that I feel like this was more of a bias and more like they're my friend decision than what's best for the team. Like, I feel like that was personal because you ain't had a problem with it at all, but you just waited until you say something, until we get around others to say something. Like, you're pathetic. And she was talking shit about me one time, like the day after me and the other step team member had gotten to arguing on social media. So how did we get there was that the secretary, y'all remember the secretary? The secretary has been picking on me for like a minute, like to the point that she calls herself trying to victimize everything when she's mainly the aggressor. Like, she be trying to, make it seem like that I'm this big bad person, always angry, when all reality I have a resting bitch face and looks like I'm angry all the time when I'm not. I had said this to this person multiple times. The first time she said something, I apologized. After that, she just kept going and trying to make it seem like that I'm this bad guy. And then I kind of got kiss my ass vibes for her. By the way, girl, if you listen to this, fuck you. I ain't doing that. And she wound up like snapping on me for like one of the designs my classmate had did. And the design was like of a white person, but their skin was tan. And they were trying to, and this bitch gonna sit back and say, oh, why you let him do this? Aren't you supposed to be an activist? You're a coon. Like, I know this shit word for word. She over here playing dumb, acting like she ain't know the fuck she said. Bitch, I know that shit word for word. You said that. And while all this has happened, remember the stylist? She ain't defend me at all. When I had text her saying that, bro, I'm about to leave, she just left me there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And trigger warning, I had a mental breakdown. And she just left me alone. Like, these people at this school is fucking weird and fucking fake. And they defended the person that, basically disrespect me like that in front of everybody and everybody else. They use this opportunity to try to get me out by using this situation to make it seem like that I'm this bad guy and always yelling and all that. Mind you, this is step team. You're supposed to be blunt. It's going to be a little aggressive. Like, these people are so fucking soft. And there are some people on the team that know how to step, that know how to, do everything they gotta do. I mean, except for this one person, despite her being very confident, unfortunately, I overheard and witnessed her disrespecting Asian and Korean people. But that's another topic. But that's another. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She did that. And she's still on the team. But I never said nothing about it because one, I didn't know how to address it. Two, I had other shit on my plate to deal with it. Three, I don't even know how I'm supposed to go forth with it, but I'm gonna say this right now. To that individual, I know you just ended your freshman year and you became a sophomore. You're fucking disgusting. everything that you said about Korean and Asian people, you made me sick. You make me sick.
You really make me sick. And also, I really like this is my ultimate pet peeve. I just hate when the person plays the victim. Like, when all honesty, you know that you're in the wrong, so instead of owning up to it, you play victim. You play the boy who cries wolf, and just literally be like, but it's not my fault and stuff like that.
Yo,
and literally,
exactly what they be doing, and they be using excuses saying, oh, I'm sensitive. Bitch, I'm sensitive too, but I won't sit back here and be a bitch to people. You in a county major and you acting like that? Oh my god, I feel bad for you when getting out in the field.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, this also sounds like they're also gaslighting the situation too. Because
that happened a lot.
Yeah, because it's like, why? Because it's like this. If you're not owning up to it, then it's like this. If you're not owning up to it, but you're literally blaming it on someone else, you're literally gaslighting the whole situation.
No, not only that, when she had apologized, she said "but" in the apology. I'm like, bitch, I want to say, bitch, you don't mean that, but we was in front of people, and I'm like, you know what? Another wise person once said, let her dig her own grave, and she was digging. It wasn't even 6 feet. By the time we was finished, she dug 10 feet.
Deeper than the Mariana Trench?
Deeper than Mia Khalifa's pussy.
Oh, damn! Not Mia Khalifa's pussy.
That's how deep she was, and that's how deep she was on my dick. Because she always trying to find any reason to go at my neck. Like when I wasn't talking to everybody, the team during circle time. First of all, I was annoyed. Second of all, I was texting my mom, and she don't call us trying to come at my neck. First of all, bitch, I was talking to my mom. Secondly, I don't owe you shit. I don't. Like, she was trying to make it seem like I owe her everything, and then she played victims, making it seem like, oh, what is her? Bitch, I'm one of the most nicest and chillest people at that school. You can ask everybody. You barely hear shit about me. If you do hear shit about me, 9 out of 10 is somebody that I had beef with, and they don't like me, so they're gonna say a lot of shit about me to hide the fact to make themselves look like the good guy. Like, I'm not a good guy either, but I'm not gonna sit back here and let you tear up my reputation because you mad as hell that I was right about you.
Exactly.
Like the stylist, I call her fake, and she proved to me that she was fake by one. The moment I found out that they had kept, like, this is another pure example of bad leadership. This is not bad leadership, but they had let everybody vote it. And although the group knew that I was beefing with my stylist, and I'm pretty sure she was right there with the voting, so bitch, I know that you raised your hand to vote me out, and I can't say it's unfair because the deed is done, but you was obviously a very biased decision because you don't like me and you voted me out. You think you can get rid of me? Let's not forget who helped got you on the board. You only been replaced because they felt as if the last social media coordinator was not doing a very good job, so they just need somebody to replace them. You are a replacement. And by the way, your redesign of the logo, despite me taking the old logo back, is shit. It looks like if Hocus Pocus was filmed in Kensington, PA. Hey, I'm being real. You really should. Didn't I show you the logo?
Excuse me. Yeah, you did.
Look like shit. No, look like shit, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. All like blurry and everything.
Yeah, the typeface was all over the place. Like, that's how it was a quick design because they really didn't want nothing to associate with me. They said, oh, we don't need your help for the remainder of the semester and next year when you were an alum. I'm like, okay, shit, let me take all this stuff I was gonna leave you behind with me because obviously you don't deserve it. How you gonna kick a choreographer out the team and then you want to cancel the performances? That just shows you really can't step. That's sad. That's really sad. And even one of the members don't even want to become the choreographer, and she steps better than everybody in that joint. Social media the social media coordinator can't step for life. Yo, I just realized what I said. Yo. Yo, I think I just made a step joke reference. Hey, yo. Well, I think I unintentionally said the team's name because the sentence I said in the end is actually the name of the team, and I'm not going to repeat it again, so I'm going to just say this to anybody on that team that has not treated me differently. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are not the blind supporters. Y'all not following the toxic leadership. But to those who are, eat my ass and suck my dick. And I hope I never catch you. I hope I never see you, because I'm not gonna be very nice. I don't do the fake shit. You can't just look at my face thinking that we have me thinking that we cool, when in reality you are very fake. Like, again, that's one thing about toxic leaders, is that they really will turn not even a group of people, they will turn an entire team against you because they don't like you. And now like some of the members of the board are all bonding each other and all that, but just remember, y'all couldn't stand each other, and now it's just the fact that I'm gone, y'all are, beef bonding. So I want to see how long that beef bonding lasts, because a lot of y'all know that one person is gonna fuck it up. But hey, I'ma let karma come at them. Like, I'm hearing about this, like, what was the part that stuck out to you about the toxicness throughout the story?
It's just the gaslighting, the boy who cried wolf. It's just like, bruh, if you know you're in the wrong, own up to it and just be the bigger. Even apologizing without no ifs, ands, or buts, you're still being the bigger person because you want to end shit. But at the same time, if you literally want to continue adding the ifs, ands, or buts, just know you're making it not 10 times, more like over 9,000 times worse, because there's 99 problems and you're about to make the 100. You're about to make it 100.
Yeah, and she called herself like trying to tell a sob story about the last time she used the word coon, and I'm like, bro, that sob story ain't gonna help, because the last time you used the term coon is when you called me one. So
yeah, that's funny, because I literally saw a whole fucking raccoon outside.
Oh, that's probably her.
I'm crying. No, it was literally in the trash, and I literally seen it right in this path. I was like, no.
She was probably looking for the rest of the team, or probably her friend group.
I'm fucking weak.
Hey, listen, I ain't got no rep for her. I don't got no rep for them. Like, I'm gonna just say right here, like, bro, you weird, and the rest of them is mad weird. Like, I literally watched as my stylist left the captain talk shit about me, and I was just simply walking past. Like, a girl can't take a piss around this motherfucker without. A girl can't walk past, and I bothered you so much that from just me walking and breathing, you talk shit about me. Like, girl, have several seats. Like, the moment I knew it was like a jealousy thing, the more they brought the fact that how they said, "Oh, you acting like you carrying the team." I mean, bitch, a lot of people said that if they wouldn't hear about y'all if it wasn't for me joining. But I'm a good leader, and I'm not gonna sit back here and say that, hey, I've been helping out with the team and all that. Like, you barely be doing your job as a leader. But hey,
a real leader will literally let the whole group eat, because, hey, look, if I'm going to help out this team, we all got to eat. There's no I in team.
That's what I said. When the moment I told them that one time and had them spell it out, they got mad. I'm like, well, now you know it's the fucking truth, because I feel like the only reason why they kept the secretary in the team but kicked me out is because the secretary is their friend.
Wow.
Yep. Toxic leadership.
this is what we doing now. You're literally bringing your friends into this shit. Just making the whole thing 10 times more toxic than it ever was before, because y'all literally bringing y'all friends into the mix.
Yeah, man. Like, that's one thing. Like, this is why I'm very careful doing business with friends and family, because of shit like this happening. Like, for the sake of everything, it's best that, you know, we don't do this and anything. That's why I never make bets with my friends, because I know 9 times out of 10 something may go wrong, or someone may go far. Or it's why I really just be careful who borrows money from me, or who I borrow from, because people like to use it against me. Like, I had this one person use, you know, me not paying their money, but in all reality, they knew I was going to pay their money. I gave them a date, but since they found out I was beefing with someone they knew, they took it on social media and make it seem like that I was a broke bitch and was not going to pay them when they asked me for it. I'm like, I looked at this girl, I'm like, girl, you knew damn well that I was going to pay you. And I have the screenshots. And then the pettiest thing I did, she said she wanted her $9.75. So I gave her $9.75, but I cashed up her each in dollar bills. Like, I cashed up $9.75 in $1 bills and cash. I cashed up her every dollar.
I am fucking crying. Hit her every fucking. Hey,
yeah, you know how you can leave messages on Cash App, right? Like, put, you know, the reason why, and plus, like, you need to. So each time that I had Cash App her, I hope I can find it. I put everything that I said. I put for being a shitty person. I put for posting about me. I said for sitting back here and being a bitch. I said I'm never gonna borrow money from you. I'm never gonna borrow money from somebody like you ever again. Like, she was just really mad as hell, and to the point that her only response to me was a middle finger.
Fuck,
and she got she flipped me off. And then the worst part, after she flipped me off, she gonna cash out the money back, saying keep your money.
But what you getting upset because you didn't get your $9.75?
No, the thing is, I cashed up her $9.75. I cashed up it all to her. She just wound up cashing, like, sending the money back because of what I did, because of how I gave her back the money. Like, I found it. Yeah, I found it. This was on February 2020. Like, you know, I put, when I first cashed up, I said for $1 out of $9.71, $2 out of $9. Like, basically, I just kept going. I just kept going, and every time she responds, she flips me. Every response she got, I flipped her. She flips me off, and mind you, after I sent the last dollar bill, I put, for not to borrow money from people like you. Now post that, because she had posted me on Instagram, and then the crazy part is, she wound up sending me back the $9.71, and she said, for I don't want your money, keep that mess. So I wound up sending it to my mom. I sent it to my mom because I told my mom about this whole situation. She said, can I borrow that for my lunch? So I said, sure. I sent it to her. Plus, I mean, she did all this for a Lyft, for like a 5 or 30-minute Lyft ride that used to cost like $9 back in the day before COVID. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, although, like, this topic is not the main, this conversation does not relate to the main topic. It's just the fact that, you know, with her story, you see how quickly she was influenced by somebody that had an issue with me, and she quickly, like, turned just like that, and everything was all good. Blind support, man. Blind fucking support. It's a blind fucking support.
A blind leads the blind.
And I'll say this towards anybody in the story that still is toxic, despite the toxic leader leaving y'all lives, y'all are sheep that's being led like a herd. One day somebody's gonna lead you to an area that you don't want, that you may not return back from. And by the time you realize it's gonna be too late. So I would say got that sunken place until
monkey do.
Huh?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Exactly, man. Like, again, I'm just really happy to be done with that place, and like seeing those bad leaders, it really just sad. It would be like very sad the fact that these types of leaders get very like high praise, like Donald Trump, like he wanna become the president, despite he using like very toxic, plans and just scandals just to get what he wants. Like, man's got charged and found guilty for, I think he had like assaulted somebody, and the Trump supporters are still supporting this man. I'm like, bro, your man's just got convicted for assault, and yet you are still praising him.
The same people that support Trump are the same people that are misogynistic as hell.
Yeah, or there be some people in that school at that place that be loving race play.
Ew.
Exactly.
I don't know why that's even a fucking kink. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, come on, man. I'm sorry. I'm not letting no person outside my race, call me the N-word or the N-word with a hard R, or try to have me pretend that I'm a slave or do something or degrade me. Like, no, fuck out of here.
Yeah, for real, cause I don't want to be clapping cheeks and you calling me a goddamn monkey. Hell no.
Exactly, like, and apparently, allegedly, somebody at that campus was into that shit, and I know who they are, and I'm just like when I mean by I know who they are, meaning like I know of them, but I don't know them that much at all, and it just really it really terrifies me. I'm like, bro, imagine being a person of color and you into race play.
Bruh, you need help.
I rather you tell me you're into you have a piss kink.
Ew, you go to the showers. Ew.
I rather that than somebody call me the N-word.
I'd rather get spit in my goddamn mouth than to be called an N-word.
Bro, you fucking sick. Ew.
Hey, look, but I don't like it. I don't like it. But hey, I mean, I'm just saying.
You let somebody spit in your mouth?
No.
But you would rather somebody spit in your mouth than that? Bro, yeah. I'll take the race play rather than someone spitting saliva in my mouth.
I mean, if you're doing a French kiss, you're still literally trading saliva anyway.
No, but that's different. That's somebody poo in my mouth.
Not. They literally just like.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't think about it. Every time I think about spit going to somebody's mouth, I want to gagging. If you want to spit on somebody, bro, you gotta fight, because that shit is disgusting. That shit is disgusting. Spitting on somebody is one of the most disrespectful things ever. If you didn't hear about the spit heard around the world with Pumpkin in New York.
Oh my god, I remember that video. She literally got her butt whipped.
Yeah, listen, me personally, VH1 didn't let her, the producers didn't let New York
She said, "You motherfucking whore! You gonna spit in my motherfucking face?"
They should have let her have more time beating her ass. I'm sorry. They should have. They keep teasing the ass whooping for a year, for for like a grip, and I'm like, bro, if you don't let this child whoop this girl's ass.
For real, let her get her lick back. She gotta get her lick back. She's
Yes,
spitting her
exactly.
face. Let her get her lick back.
Yes, exactly. I ain't doing that shit. Like, if I was in charge of that show and she did it, somebody spit on another person, yes, I'm like, don't stop the fight. Don't stop the fight. Let her whip her ass. Let her whip her ass. Let her whip her ass until I tell you to stop the fight. Because you're not about to spit on somebody on national television and then just walk away. Like, you're fucking disgusting. And then she try to play victim again with the victim playing. It's to the point that her victim playing and the white tears made her gain like a very toxic audience that supported her. If you supported Pumpkin after the fact she spit on New York, who was a black woman, you're sick.
Cause
these toxic leaders, man.
Because it's like, bruh, like if you spit in my face, we scrapping. Because I don't want your DNA on me. Like I don't know if you got got any like disease, or any virus, or anything that can literally kill me on me. Period. Because bro,
listen, people are just really that toxic, and unfortunately, those toxic people have toxic popularity. Other than that, man, is there any final thoughts you have to say about about toxic popularity?
So all y'all toxic people out here, bro, y'all just something special. Y'all really need Jesus. Let me know. Y'all need Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, and literally any other god or spiritual deity that y'all need, because y'all, these toxic traits and these characteristics is not good for y'all health.
Yeah. It definitely isn't good with y'all health. And my final thought, I'll say this. If you are a leader and you are expressing any of these traits that we describe here, please seek your local therapist. Because don't nobody got time for you and your very, 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 very toxic leadership. Because you're going to want to lead people to do the wrong shit like these individuals did in this story. And please don't send hate to them. Please don't send hate to them. If you know these people that I'm referring to, please do not send hate to them, because like all people, they're human and they made a mistake, and they're still one day they'll repent for it. I mean, a couple of them repent for it. Not a lot of people repent for them. Like just like life, everybody makes dumbass decisions. Like I make dumbass decisions all the time, and people like them make dumbass decisions, and they're gonna want to get what's coming, And other than that concludes the episode of the Midnight Hour with Monty 2 times and Teiano the artist. I don't know, man. I'm fried. Shout out to Teon for joining my podcast, bro. If you wanna watch or give him a follow, his Instagram will be in the link in my description. And also check out his Space Drift. He's gonna present it soon. Give him a follow on Instagram so you can be updated next time he presents his amazing artwork. And again, please keep an eye out on Surviving PWI. That podcast is coming out on June 3rd. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be nice, and we're gonna be dropping some knowledge about what's be going on at these predominantly white institutes. And I'm pretty sure this won't be the last time you will hear the amazing Tion's voice, because he will be a part of that podcast as well, because he went to a very known college that's also PWI, and he had the experience of a lifetime. So I can't wait to hear about that, Teon. Other than that, tuning in, we'll drop another episode. It's your girl Monty 2 times. Signing off.